Hello everyone, myself Prajwal K. We did internship on human robotics in Vivartana Technologies under the guidance of Professor Tushar Bedke sir. Contents: Introduction, Mini Project, Rain Detector, Blind Sticks, Level Crossing. Main Project, Autonomous Car 4. Conclusion. Company Profile. The passion of Vivartana towards our work defines our core values. Vivartana are industry experts with overall experience of over 90 plus years in the software industry and 30 plus years in the education domain. Their core expertise includes analytics, big data, IoT, artificial intelligence, full stack development with specific domain skills. Vivartana is designed to work in two wings. 1. Corporate services helps clients to resolve their most critical information and technology challenges. Their team of technology experts provides well-rounded advice encompassing issues of cost, product, quality, performance, reliability, and serviceability. Our aim is to optimize human capital services for the best interests of company. Vivartana product division is to build products to address business problems in the market and business solutions to their customers. They consistently deliver inspired products with the time and budget parameters required by business. Second, Transformation Center for graduate students and corporates. Vivartana is the most innovative transformation center for graduates seeking aspirants and has the potential as game changer for working professionals to catapult them on their career front. Product and services. Vivardhana product division focus is to build product to address business problems in the market and business solution to their customers. Vivardhana's product strategy and architecture practice can help technology vendors and enterprises develop innovative and effective product and IT strategies that proves successful for the business. At every stage of the software life cycle, we help our they help their customers design a robust and error-free software stack. They have worked across different industry domains and they understand the loopholes of the design requirements in each of these industries. With a dedicated, passionate team for each of the industry verticals, Vivartana has the technical capability and domain knowledge to quickly turn around a product design from requirements to proof of concept of prototypes. Their service offerings, corporate service wings. Corporate service wings are software product development, software application development, human robotics, technical consulting, requirement process outsourcing, corporate training, and corporate workshop. Student service wings individual transformation programs, technical transformation programs that are free career counseling with SWOT analysis from our corporate team, passionate internship program, ATL services for Karnataka schools, transformation programs to land in passionate dream career. It is brainstorming transformation program for research scholars, bridge course for engineering students. Next, vision and mission of Makers Lab, setting a benchmark in software application development and transforming individuals to build their passionate dream career. Services provided by the Makers Lab: human robotics, big data analytics, full stack developer, Python and machine learning with AI, testing, manual and automation, IoT and cloud analytic, web technologies. Next, introduction. What was robotic technology? Robotics deals with the design, construction, operation, and use of robots as well as computer system for their control, sensory feedback, and information processing. These technologies are used to develop machines that can substitute for humans and replicate human actions. What is robot? Robot is a machine designed to execute one or more tasks automatically, that is multiple tasks automatically with speed and precision, which is so fast. There are as many different types of robots according to their perform. An autonomous robot acts as a stand-alone system completely with its own computer. Why robots are required? The robots are mainly used in the big companies, factories. That is, robots are also used in factories to build things like cars, candy bars, and electronics. Robots are now used in medicine, for military tactics, for finding objects, and underwater to explore other planets. Robotic technology has helped people who have lost their arms and legs in the defensive academy. Robots are a great tool to help mankind. Where robots are mainly used. Robots are widely used in manufacturing, assembly and packing, transport, earth and sport, space exploration, surgery, weaponry, laboratory research, and last mass production of consumer and industrial goods. Next, design. The first one is Tinkercad. Tinkercad is a free, easy to use app for 3D design, electronics, and coding. It is mainly used by teachers, kids, hobbyists, and designers to imagine designs and make anything. That what is 3D printing or 3D design? 3D printing or additive 3D printing is also called as the additive manufacturing. That is a process of making three-dimensional solid objects from a digital file. What is additive manufacturing? The term additive manufacturing refers to technology that creates objects through a sequential layering process. The, the filament used in the 3D printing is a PLA, that is polylactic acid. A PLA plastic or a polyacid is a vegetable based plastic material which commonly uses cornstarch as a raw material. The schematic of Tinkercad. Next, Arduino. Arduino consists of both physical programmable circuit board and piece of software or IDE, that is integrated development environment, that runs on your computer used to write and upload computer code to physical board. The schematic of Arduino. The Arduino platform has become quite popular with people just starting out with electronics, and for good reason. Unlike most previous programmable circuit boards, the Arduino does not need a separate piece of hardware, that is called programmer, in order to load a new code onto the board. We can simply use a USB cable. That's all. Additionally, the Arduino IDE uses a simplified version of C++, making it easier to learn to program. Finally, Arduino provides standard form factor that breaks out the functions of the microcontroller into a more accessible package. The Uno is one of the more popular board in the Arduino family and a great choice for beginners. Next, Android. Third one is Android. An Android device is a device that runs an Android operating system. Android is an array of software intended for mobile devices that features an operating system, core application, and middleware. Some of the well-known Android device manufacturers includes Acer. Manufacturing completely includes Acer, HTC, Samsung, LG, Ericsson, and Motorola. Schematic of Android. Android is a mobile operating system based on modified version of the Linux kernel and other open source software designed primarily for touchscreen mobile devices such as smartphones and tablets. Next is Python. Python is general purpose and high leveling program language. You can use Python for developing desktop GUI applications, websites, and web applications. It is generally created by the Guido van Rossum and first released in 1991. Python's design philosophy emphasizes code readability with its notable use of significant white space. Python is dynamically typed and garbage collected. It is the schematic of Python.
My part comes to mini projects. In that mini projects we are using hardware and software devices. In hardware device we are using Arduino Uno. Arduino Uno consists of both a physical programmable circuit board and a piece of software or IDE. IDE means Integrated Development Environment that runs on your computer used to write and upload computer code to physical board. Arduino Uno is an open source microcontroller board based on the microchip at Mega 328 pixels microcontroller and developed by Arduino Uno CC. The board is equipped with sets of digital and analog input-output pins that may be sets of digital and that may be interfaced to various expansion board and other circuits. It is the schematic diagram of Arduino Uno. And Android. In the software part, it comes to Android. An Android device is a device that runs off Android operating system. Android is an array of software intended for mobile devices that features an operating systems, core application, and middleware. Some of the well-known Android devices manufacturers include Acer, HTC, Samsung, LG, Ericsson, and Motorola. It is the schematic diagram of Android. And Python. In Python is a general purpose and high level programming language. You can use Python for developing desktop GUI applications, websites, and web application. It is the schematic diagram of Python. In many projects we did in we did three projects: rain, rain detection, blind sticks, and level crossing. First one, rain detection. Rain detector. Intro to rain sensors. A rain sensor is a switching device activated by rainfall. There are two main applications for rain sensor. Water conservation devices connected to an automatic irrigation system that causes the system to shut down in the event of rainfall. It can be used to protect the interior of an automobile from rain and to support the automatic mode of windscreen wipers. And rain alarm project is a simple but very useful project that detects rain and automatically triggers an alarm or buzzer. Water is a basic need in everyone's life. Saving water and proper usage of water is very important. Here is an easy project which will give the alarm when there is a rain so that we can make some actions for rain water harvesting and also save the rain water for using it later. With the help of surveying this rainwater through rainwater harvesting, we can increase the levels of underground water by using underwater recharge technique. Rainwater detector will detect the rain and make an alert. Rainwater detectors is used in the irrigation field, home automation, communication, automobiles, etc. Here is the simple and reliable circuit of rainwater detector which can be constructed at low cost. Irrigation sensors. Rain sensors for irrigating systems are available in both wireless and hardware versions, most employing hygroscopic discs that swell in the presence of rain and shrink back down again as they dry out. The most common modern sensors are based on the principle of total internal reflection. An infrared light is beamed at 45-degree angle into the windshield from the interior. If the glass is wet, less light makes it back to the sensor and the wipers turn on. Here they initially after uploading sprinkle some water on the panel and open serial monitor and where values will be either decreasing or increasing. Now remove the water present on the panel and heavy rain appears on the serial monitor. During this time the LED glows and buzzer beeps. In that the connection the rain sensors has 4 pins in that digital pin and analog pin and ground and plus 5 volt connected to VCC. LED and buzzer are connected to pin 11th and 10th. Here rain water sensors is the main component in the circuit. For this rain sensor no need to go and buy in the market or online. We can do it ourselves just by taking the piece of bakelite or mica board and aluminum wire. Bakelite or mica board should be made completely flat and aluminum wire should be posted on the flat board as shown in figure. Of rainwater sensor, care should be taken because there should be no spaces between the wires and board. When the rainwater sensor is completed, it should get connected to the circuit and voltage should be passed through the wires. If there is no rain, the resistance between the wires will be very high and there will be no conduction between the wires in the sensor. If there is a rain, water drops will fall on the rain sensor which will also decrease.
I'm doing internship in Vivartana Technology, Bangalore. My part is two mini projects. One is blind stick. The blind stick In blind stick, the smart stick will have an ultrasonic sensor to sense distance from any obstacle. All the feedbacks will be given to the blind man through a buzzer. Blind stick is an innovative stick designed for usually disabled people for improved navigation. We her purpose an advanced blind stick that allows usually challenged people to navigate with using advanced technology. The blind stick is integrated with ultrasonic sensor along with light and water sensing. Our proposed project first uses ultrasonic sensor to detect obstacles ahead using ultrasonic waves on sensing obstacles. The sensor passes this data to the microcontroller. The microcontroller then passes this data and calculates if the obstacle is close enough. If the obstacle is not that close, the circuit does nothing. If the obstacle is close, the microcontroller sends a signal to the sound a buzzer. It also detects and sounds a different buzzer. It detects water and alerts the blind. Next is in blind stick, the hardware requirements are ultrasonic sensor, buzzer, Arduino board. Software requirements are Arduino software. The ultrasonic sensor have a 4 pins are VCC, trigger, echo and ground. Used in many applications where to use in measure the distance. Ultrasonic sensor emits the ultrasonic wave by sensor transmitter. The wave hits the obstacle and reflected back to the receiver of the signal. It measures the distance by measuring the time interval between transmission and reception. Its range is 2 cm to 400 cm. The buzzer is device which makes a buzzing or beeping noise. The ultrasonic sensor has two eyes in the front of the ultrasonic sensor as the ultrasonic transmitter and ultrasonic receiver. Next is how it is works. The ultrasonic sensor is used in a blind stick. The ultrasonic sensor will senses an obstacle at a certain distance. If any obstacles are there, then the buzzer will blow the sound and the blind man can stop. Once the buzzer stops beeping, the man can go. Next is the blind stick. The smart stick for the blind, as the name suggests, is a device for the visually impaired to guide the user to respective distance and avoiding to collide with the obstacles. It uses ultrasonic sensor to detect the depth below or the obstacles in between whenever there is any obstacle in front of the man. Next is the schematic. The schematic of the blind stick in we used in mini breadboard to connect the ultrasonic sensor to the Arduino using and jumper wires. The other parts like buzzer and motor is directly connected to the Arduino board. Ultrasonic sensor have a 4 parts. In ultrasonic sensor, VCC is connected to the Arduino of 5 volts, and ultrasonic ground is connected to the Arduino to the ground, and ultrasonic trigger pin is connected to the Arduino of the digital pin number 9, and ultrasonic echo pin is connected to the Arduino of the pin number 10. The ultrasonic works by emitting sound waves at a frequency too high for humans to hear. They then wait for the sound to be reflected back, calculating distance based on the time required. The next is automatic level crossing. A level crossing is an intersection where a railway line crosses a road or path, or in a rare situation an airport runway, at the same level as opposed to the railway line crossing over or under using an overpass or tunnel. The term also applies when a light rail line with separate right of way or reserved track crosses a road in the same fashion. Automatic railway gate control system is centered on the idea of reducing human involvement. for closing and opening the railway gate, which allows and prevents accidents near level crossing. The railway gate is a cause of many deaths and accidents. Hence use this automatic level crossing gate. The accidents are avoided at place where there is no person to manage the railway crossing gates. Here we use the servo motor to open and close the gates automatically when it rotates clockwise direction to operate the gate automatically. The hardware requirements: servo motor, IR sensor, Arduino board. Software requirements are Arduino software. The servo motor, it works on the pulse width modulation. Its angle of rotation is controlled by the duration of applied pulse to its control pin. Basically, servo motor is made up of DC motor with controlled by variable register. The servo motor SG90 is basically a DC motor along with some other special purpose components that makes a DC motor to servo motor. The DC motor and potentiometer and gear arrangement and an intelligent circuitry. The servo motor has three wires: black, red and yellow. Black or brown ground wire, red power wire around 5 volt, that is the signal, yellow or white pulse width modulation wire. Next is IR sensor. IR sensor is the have two LEDs, white and black. White LED is used for emitting infrared rays and black LED is used for optical illusion. It has the three pins: output, VCC and ground. IR sensor two main parts: transmission and receiver. The work of IR transmitter is to transmit IR waves, whereas the work of IR receiver is to receive these IR waves. IR receive constantly sends digital data in the form of 0 or 1 to Vout pin of the sensor. Then next is schematic. Initially, the block of the traffic when the train arrives and let the traffic pass when the train is gone. We will be making them using servo motors. The basic concept of an infrared sensor, which is used as obstacle detector, is to transmit an infrared signal. This infrared signal bounces from the surface of a object and the signal is received at the infrared receiver. In schematic, the servo motor 1, red is connected to 5 volt, brown is ground and orange is pin number 2, and another servo motor is connected to ground and VCC to 5 volt and output is pin number 8. In that schematic, first is at the beginning the IR sensor 1 senses for the detection of arriving the train and the output of the sensor 1 goes high, that is when the sensor 1 senses the train. Then the LED light will be turned on for the indication to the road users and gate will be closed by rotating the servo motor. After the sensor 2 output goes high, that is the sensor 2 senses the departure of the train, the LED will be turned off and then gate will be open. In the obstacle detection part, the ultrasonic sensor sensed the obstacle and the train stops. As soon as obstacle detection message is conveyed to the nearby railway station as well as for the train operator. So through this system any obstacle on track can be detected and accident can be avoided. Thank you, sir.
Hi, myself Priyanka Jadhav. I am going to explain about main project, that is autonomous car. An autonomous car is a vehicle that can guide itself without human conduction, or a vehicle that is capable of sensing its environment and moving safely with little or no human inputs. This kind of vehicle has become a concrete reality and may pave the way for future systems where computers take over the art of driving. An autonomous car is also known as a driverless car, robot car, self-driving car, or autonomous vehicle. Now we will see the hardware and software requirements. First, we will see the hardware requirements, that are Arduino Uno board, ultrasonic sensors, servo motor, motor driver, DC motor, batteries, and last 3D printed support. Next, we will see the software requirements, that are Autodesk Inventor Professional, Arduino 1.8.9. Before going to working of autonomous car, First, we will see the pin configuration and pin connection of ultrasonic sensor and servo motor to Arduino Uno board. First, we will see the pin configuration of Arduino Uno board. Here we see the Bellija, that is power input, 3.3 volt power input pin, 5 volt power output pin. There are two ground pins and the power input pin, that is V in. There are totally 6 analog input pins, and there is a power indicator and totally 14 digital pins, out of which one is transmitter pin, one is receiver pin, and 6 are pulse width modulation pins. There is a ground pin. There are two LEDs. One is transmitter LED and receiver LED, and there is a reset switch and a USB pin. Next, we will see the pin configuration of ultrasonic sensor. There are four pins: VCC, trigger, echo, ground. First, we will see the VCC. VCC connects 5 volt of positive voltage for power. Next, we will see the trigger pin. Trigger pin is an input pin. This pin has to be kept high for 10 microseconds to initialize measurement by sending ultrasonic sensor wave. Next, we will see the echo pin. Echo pin is an output pin. This pin goes high for a period of time, which will be equal to time taken for the ultrasonic wave to return back to the sensor. Next, we will see the ground. Ground pin completes the electrical pathway of the power. Next, we will see the pin configuration of a servo motor. Most of the servo motor have the following three connections: black or brown wire for ground, red wire for power, that is around 5 volt, yellow or white wire for pulse width modulation pin. Now we will see the pin connection. First, we will see the pin connection of ultrasonic sensor to the Arduino Uno board, that is ground to ground, trigger to A1, echo to A2 pin, VCC to V in. Next, we will see the pin connection of servo motor to Arduino Uno board. Signal to 10 volt, VCC to 5 volt, then ground to ground. This is the schematic connection diagram of the connection. Now we see the how do autonomous car work. Autonomous car rely on sensors, actuators, complex algorithm, machine learning system, and powerful processor to execute software. Autonomous car create and maintain a map of their surroundings based on a variety of sensors situated in a different parts of the vehicles. Radar sensor monitors the position of nearby vehicles. Video cameras detect traffic lights, read road signals, track other vehicles, and look for the pedestrians. Light detection and ranging sensor bounce pulses of light of the cars surrounding to measure distance, detect road edges, and identify lane marking. Ultrasonic sensor in the wheel detects curves and other vehicles when parking. Sophisticated software then processes all the sensory input, plots a path, and sends instruction to the car's actuators, which controls acceleration, braking, and steering. Hard code rules, obstacle avoidance algorithm, predictive modeling, and object recognition help the software follow traffic rules and navigation abstraction. Now we will see what are the challenges with autonomous cars. Fully autonomous cars are undergoing testing in a several packets of the world, but none are yet available to general public. We're still years away from that. The challenges range from the technological and logistical to the environment and philosophical. Here are just some of the unknowns that are leader and radar. Leader is expensive and is still trying to strike the right balance between range and resolution. If multiple autonomous cars were to drive on the same road, would their leader signals interfere with one another? And if multiple radio frequencies are available, will the frequencies range be enough to support mass production of autonomous car? Next, we will see the weather condition. What happens when an autonomous car drives on a heavy precipitation? If there is a layer of snow on the road, lane drivers disappear. How will the cameras and sensor track the lane marking if the markings are obscured by water, oil, lane, ice, or debris? Next, we will see the traffic condition and loss. Will autonomous cars have trouble in tunnels or bridges? How will they do in a bumper to bumper traffic? Will autonomous cars be related to the specific lane? Will they be granted carpool lane access? And what about the field of legacy cars still sharing the roadway for the next 20 or 30 years? Next, we will see the state versus federal regulations. The regulatory process in the US has recently shifted for federal guidance to state by state mandates for autonomous cars. Some states have even proposed a per mile tax on. Now we will see the advantages of autonomous car. It reduces the accident. Safe driving cars have the potential in the future to reduce the deaths and injuries from the car crashes, particularly those that result from the driver distractions. Reduce traffic congestion. Under normal circumstances, human drivers naturally create stop and go traffic. Even in the absence of bottlenecks, lane changes, mergers, or other disruptions, this phenomena is called as pattern traffic jam. Linus researchers found that by controlling the phase of the autonomous car in the study, they were able to smooth out the traffic flow for all the cars. Next advantage is it reduces the CO2 emission. The reduction in the congestion will most likely result in a reduction of CO2 emission as well. In addition, the future of driving report from Ohio University State, since software will drive the car, the modern vehicle can now be programmed to reduce emission to the maximum extent possible. The transmission to the new age cars is expected to the contribute to 60% fall in the emission. Next we will see increased lane capacity. Research from the state smart transformation initiative show potential for autonomous vehicles could increase highway capacity by 100% and increase expressway travel speeds by more than 20%. Less fuel consumption. Autonomous vehicle technology can improve fuel economy, improving it by 4 to 10% by accelerating and deaccelerating more smoothly than a human driver. Further improvements could be had from reducing distance between vehicle and increasing roadway capacity. Last mile service, transportation accessibility, reduce travel time and transportation cost, more efficient parking. AVs are remove commuters' demands for street and IoT parking. Some cities devote a third of their land to parking, and AVs could free up significant real estate for other uses from park to residence to office space. For personal AVs, commuter may be dropped at a location, and a vehicle would park itself away from the distance where space is available. And it is more efficient and affordable taxis. The future report from the Ohio University states that with autonomous taxis, the waiting time for a cab will be come down from the average 5 minutes today to just 36 seconds. The cost of the ride too will be came down just $0.5 per mile in a driverless car. Now we will see the disadvantages. Expensive, high technological vehicles and equipments are expensive. Safety and security concerns. Though it has been successfully programmed, there will still be possible unexpected glitch that may happen. Prone to hacking, fewer job opportunities for others, non-functional sensor. Thank you.